What's going on here? Why is there such a commotion? Hannah forcefully pushed Yin's hand away and immediately stood behind Jungkook's body as if seeking protection from him. Sir, she's trying to drag me out. She wants to kick me out of this room. Is that true? Yin, why would you do that? I'm fed up with her arbitrary behavior in this class. She acts like she's the queen here. I just asked for help from my friends. Is that wrong, sir? You saw it earlier. She was violent towards me. She even tried to kick me out of the room. She squeezed my hand so hard it hurt. Hannah then showed Jungkook her wrist, which was indeed red from Yin's actions. Ugh, how could a bully act like the victim? I'm not playing the victim, but this is the truth. You really hurt me physically. Enough. Now, I want to ask you, Yin, why did you drag her like that, trying to kick her out? Do you think that's the right thing to do? I'm just so tired of her behavior. Our class used to be safe, but ever since she joined, it's been a disaster. It's better if she's removed. Enough, Yin. Who taught you to speak so harshly like that? Do you think this is the right way to solve problems? Don't you know the danger of resorting to physical violence on campus? Feeling supported by Jungkook, Hannah looked even more pleased, still standing behind him as if seeking protection. Seeing this, Yin became even more irritated. Don't you believe me? I dragged her once, but you don't know what she's done to my friends. And now she's acting like a victim seeking refuge behind you? Huh? I'm not defending her. But what I just witnessed was you dragging her out. This time, Yin became even more infuriated. Finally, she confidently stepped towards Hannah and then... Stop pretending, you witch. That's enough, Yin. Jungkook was truly shocked and surprised by what just happened. He didn't expect Yin to slap another student in front of him. And you still defend this witch? It's up to you. This time Yin is really angry. She grabs her bag and immediately leaves the room without caring about her surroundings anymore. All the students inside are getting more agitated witnessing what happened. Yin keeps walking, her mind focused on one thing. She will go to the building management office and request the CCTV footage from her classroom. Her patience has truly run out this time. She will report Hannah to the police for bullying. Even though she might also face consequences, having the CCTV footage will give her stronger evidence to defend herself later at the police station. Yin, wait. Yin ignores Jungkook's call. She is truly angry and fed up with her husband. The corridor is starting to quiet down as class time has begun. Jungkook finally pulls her hand to a corner. Yin continues to resist, but his strength is still greater. What else do you want? Why don't you protect that witch? I don't distrust you, but you know that you shouldn't have dragged her out and kicked her out like that. I'm tired of dealing with her, especially since everyone is too afraid to confront her. And you don't even believe me and only trust what you see. So let me handle this myself. I can't rely on you, a professor who can't be fair. You see me like that? Yes, you're the same. Worse yet, you don't even regard me as your wife. But didn't we agree to keep our relationship a secret? But can't you consider in your heart that what I said earlier is true? Is it difficult for you to believe what I say? Earlier, I acted how a neutral person should. I saw you dragging her out. I didn't see her commit any physical violence against you. In fact, you slapped her in front of me. It's better than if I kicked her. Luckily, she wasn't kicked. She freely took shelter behind you and you just let her. Jungkook is truly stunned by what she said. He knows Yin is extremely angry now, and if he continues to talk, her emotions will explode even more. In the end, he tries to calm himself down. Alright then, go back to class. Don't skip like this. Do you think I'm still capable of going back to class now? No, besides, there's something more important that I need to take care of. What are you going to do? I'm going to the building management office and request the CCTV footage. Why are you doing that? I need to take action before she does. This is all precautionary. Do you consider this issue that serious? Initially, I didn't take it seriously, but because you accused me too, I'm taking it seriously now. I want to show you how the girl you defend behaves. And also, I plan to. Maybe I'll report her to the police for her bullying actions so far, even though I know I'll also be affected because I slapped her and dragged her out. But at least my position is still stronger than hers when it comes to the CCTV evidence later. Jungkook sighed softly. He didn't expect Yin to take such drastic action. Yin, I don't want you to get into trouble. I'm in trouble because you won't stand by me. Can't you use your heart a little for me? You should be the one who trusts me the most and defends me the most among everyone. Even though our relationship is secret, isn't there any space in your heart to defend me, considering I'm still your wife? I acted boldly because I thought you would trust me more. You should have investigated the issue openly in front of the class, so all of Hannah's wrongdoings would be exposed. But what you did earlier was protect her. That will only make her more arrogant. I'm disappointed in you. Now let me handle my own problem. You go back to class. Don't you have to give lectures to them? Yin walks away from him. Jungkook follows her and matches her stride. No, I care more about you than all the students here. Nonsense. Now you can't say anything, because I only saw your actions. Jungkook holds her hand. Can't you understand my position earlier? I acted as neutral. What I saw is what I evaluated. And you were fooled by what you saw. You didn't realize that you were manipulated by that which is behavior. And you didn't bother to find out. Even though I tried to explain to you, you still defended her. I didn't mean to defend her, Yin. Please understand. Yin remains silent, continuing to walk until they both arrive at a room, the building management office. Yin requested the building management to show the CCTV footage from today and also from the past few months, demonstrating that Hannah has been engaging in bullying behavior inside the classroom. Initially, the building management hesitated to grant Yin permission. However, with Jungkook, a professor accompanying her, he eventually allowed it, as professors have the authority to inspect CCTV footage on campus. At that moment, Jungkook and Yin watched together how Hannah had behaved during classes over the past few months. Finally, Yin asked for recordings of every scene related to Hannah's bullying behavior to be copied to another file, which Yin prepared to keep as backup evidence. I'm going home now. You go back to teach the next class. Don't you want to go back to class? No, today I really don't feel like studying anymore. I want to rest at home. Alright? I won't force you. Just be careful on the way. Jungkook gently caressed her head for a moment before being slightly pushed away by her. Yin. Jungkook was surprised because Yin had never been this rough with him before. Alright, I'm going home now. She left Jungkook alone, who remained silent, staring at her as she walked away. The campus corridor was still quiet as classes were still in session. Jungkook eventually made his way back to the classroom. Meanwhile, Yin was driving her car on the way home, her emotions turbulent. There was anger, there was resentment, but sadness dominated, especially remembering how Jungkook treated her today. Unconsciously, tears streamed down her cheeks as she drove, though she tried to stay focused. Her heart was truly broken, feeling deeply disappointed by his behavior. Back in the classroom, Jungkook struggled to concentrate as he explained the material. However, he failed. His mind was completely distracted. This time, he was thinking more about his wife than focusing on delivering the lecture to the students. His wife's face kept haunting his mind, remembering how Yin had restrained her anger and disappointment towards him, and how her hands had pushed him away roughly, as if she no longer wanted to be touched by him. Unable to concentrate on teaching anymore, he eventually addressed the class. Alright. Now you'll have a pop quiz. Open your books to page 50 and answer all the questions. The students were all surprised to hear this sudden pop quiz, while Jungkook chose to give them a quiz so he could at least stay silent, since he couldn't concentrate on teaching. His mind was now filled only with Yin, his wife. Once she reached her apartment, Yin immediately slumped onto the sofa. Her body, mind, and heart were all exhausted. She needed a rest to calm everything down. After 15 minutes of sitting silently on the sofa, she finally decided to freshen up to clear her mind. Under the shower, Yin tried to cool her head, and it worked. Her mind became calmer, enjoying the cold water soaking her body, relieving the heat she felt. Now she felt ready to reconsider everything that had happened, her heart beginning to settle. After 15 minutes, she stepped out of the shower. After changing into casual clothes at home, Yin sat at her study desk. She started searching for information online until she found the right format for a letter. She sighed softly before her fingers began typing on her laptop. After 10 minutes, she finished typing and immediately printed out the document. She carefully read through the letter, her eyes starting to feel warm, but she managed to control her thoughts and emotions. She took a pen from the desk and signed the letter. Now she just needed to wait for Jungkook to come home. Jungkook was now on his way to the apartment, feeling uneasy this time, eager to arrive as soon as possible to see how his wife was doing. Jungkook was well aware that Yin was probably not in a good mood right now and was likely very angry with him. Deep down, he could only regret it. He wanted to meet his wife immediately and apologize to her for disappointing her. Jungkook had just entered the apartment and found Yin sitting on the sofa. He smiled faintly before approaching her and sitting beside her. Slowly, he reached for her hand to hold it, but once again, Yin pulled away. Jungkook let out a soft sigh. Her rejection hurt him deeply, feeling like his heart was being squeezed tightly. Yin, forgive me. I'm sorry for disappointing you. I'm sorry for what happened today. Actually, I've been thinking about it since earlier. And finally, I've made a decision. What's wrong, Yin? For some reason, his feelings were restless, as if he had a bad feeling about what she just said. Finally, Yin took the letter she had placed on the table earlier. She also had a pen ready for him. Please sign this. I've already filled it out. Now it's your turn. Jungkook immediately took the paper and read it. His jaw clenched, his eyes reddening. What's this nonsense, Yin? Just sign it. It's a divorce paper. I want to divorce you. Just because of today's incident. And now you want to divorce me? It's better for us to divorce now than to ask for it 2 or 3 years later. It's better to end our relationship now. What do you mean? Why are you saying this? Because of today's incident, I understand your character and nature that I didn't know before. Unfortunately, I can't tolerate that side of you. Which part of me? I can change it for you, Yin. You defend other women more than you defend me. You trust others more than you trust me. I can't accept that side of you. Instead of having this kind of thing happen repeatedly in the future, it's better if we divorce now. Okay, I promise, and I assure you it won't happen again. So Jungkook tore the paper into small pieces. This damn thing should no longer exist. You've broken my trust, Jungkook. I can't consider you the best man in my life after my father anymore. Today, I'm truly disappointed in you, and I will remember this for the rest of my life. Jungkook immediately reached for her hand again, but this time, he intended to hold it tightly. I know I was wrong. That's why I am asking for your apology. But please, try to understand me a little. I didn't mean to defend her in front of you. I only understood what I saw, and I realize now that what I saw was wrong. I was too quick to judge. Please forgive me, Yin. If someday I'm falsely accused by someone else and you see a situation where I'm wrong, something like this will happen again. Because you fundamentally don't prioritize me in your heart. You're easily influenced by others. I will learn from my mistakes. Do you think I didn't learn from what happened today? I will remember this incident too, Yin. I will learn from my mistakes today. Please, give me another chance, okay? I will rebuild the trust. I don't know. It's hard for me to easily trust you again. Okay, now I want to ask you, what can I do to make up for my mistake, so that I can receive your forgiveness? What do you want? What can calm and soothe your heart? Tell me. I will definitely comply with what you want. Are you serious? You'll definitely do what I ask. Yes, I promise I will do everything you ask. Actually, there's one thing that has been bothering me in my mind and heart all this time, especially after what happened today. What is it? I don't like you being a professor. It means you'll constantly meet young and beautiful girls. And I know what the students think about you. So, I want you to quit and work at your father's company. If you do what I ask, maybe I won't consider divorce again. But if you refuse my request, then it's clear that your priority isn't me. It means you're not trying to make me comfortable. If you work at your father's company, I can feel more at ease because your father will oversee you. I can rebuild my trust in you. I'm not forcing you, Jungkook. But if you reject my request this time, there's nothing else I need to consider from you. I'll definitely file for divorce again, and I'll force us to divorce no matter what. Okay, I don't need to think about and consider many things, because you're my priority now. Tomorrow, I will resign and quit being a professor. As I said earlier, as long as you feel at ease, I will comply with your request. 3 days later, the atmosphere in the class today was quite lively. Suddenly, Yin's profile picture on the chatting app, which usually only showed her own photo, now displayed a picture of her and Jungkook together. What's more interesting, they had a group chat consisting of all the class members, aimed at easily disseminating various information within the group. What does this mean, Yin? Are you dating Professor Jungkook? Since when? He is my husband. We've been together for a year. And also, he's no longer a professor at this campus. He resigned. What? The other classmates also whispered to each other about what they were talking about at the moment, while Mona sat alone in a corner, looking at Yin with disdain. The good news was that after the incident with Yin a few days ago, sparked a rebellion among her classmates, and now their class was united in opposing Mona's bullying behavior, so she couldn't be arrogant and act like a queen in the class anymore. Actually, Yin wanted to report her to the police, but Jungkook forbid her because if the legal process continued, Yin would also be involved since she had slapped her. It would waste a lot of valuable time just to deal with all of that. She remembered what her husband had said. Let it go, otherwise you'll end up dealing with legal matters, because you'll be called back and forth by the police. Your time is too valuable just to deal with that. After rethinking it, Yin realized he was right. If Mona dared to do it again, Yin would just have to confront her again. If it became uncontrollable, then there would be further action. That's what Yin thought.